Welcome to another episode with Bufflunch. We're here in Fleet Street, Birmingham to try some delicious African food in Bantu. Before you've even walked into the restaurant, as you're walking up to it, on the walls they've got this amazing safari painting with elephants and lions, and then you walk through these two Egyptian god warriors who are standing guarding the restaurant. You're greeted with this outside space with nice seating and greenery, and as soon as you walk in, it feels very luxurious with the velvet seating, large mirrors everywhere, and again, more art and more statues dotted around with some blossom trees and some green trees. And it's just a very pleasant atmosphere to be in. They've thought about everything, even the music that's playing in the background. You've got the traditional African songs playing, which make you feel very welcome and very cozy, and we absolutely love it. So for the starters, we're gonna get the Gizdodo, which is diced plantain and chicken gizzards seasoned and fried with mixed bell peppers and spices. For the mains, we're gonna get Egusi and pounded yam, which comes with tender beef, crawfish, smoked catfish, and spinach cooked with melon seeds and enriched with spices. Then we're gonna try the grilled tilapia, which is served with either jollof rice, fried vegetable rice, white rice, or sadza, which is made from maize. And that comes with fried plantain, fried greens, and fish sauce. And we're gonna actually get that with the fried vegetable rice. Also, we're gonna get the Nyama Choma, which is grilled goat meat served with shakalaka, and we're gonna go for the jollof rice to accompany with this dish. I'm super excited because even when the food was put on the table, so many different herbs, spices, everything just hitting you at once. It smells delicious, so I'm guessing it's definitely gonna be as delicious when I'm eating it. I'm gonna go for the Gizdodo first, which is the starter that we got. Oh my God. Like I said, I've eaten African food all my life, but I knew some of these dishes were gonna surprise me, and I've never had a Gizdodo before. There's such complex layers of flavor that I'm actually struggling to tell you what I'm sensing. There's sweet, there's spicy, the flavor of the bell peppers come in. You can taste some of that chicken gizzards, but it's actually quite mild. The sweetness from the plantain comes through, and it's jam-packed with flavor, and it's combined and meshed into one giant flavor in your mouth. And also the different textures that are in that dish. Some of it has obviously been fried and it's gone crispy, but there's some mushy textures in there as well from the plantain and the bell peppers. But I'm telling you, get that as a starter, you won't be disappointed. Now I'm gonna go for the grilled tilapia. Just want you to see how soft that fish is. Okay. Again, very strong flavors coming in. The fish is flaky, and the sauce that's on top of it is spicy, sweet. You get the peppers coming in, you get a tomato base that's in there, the garlic. All the flavors are just working so well with that tilapia fish. I'm gonna try and get a bite with the veg, the rice, and a bit of the fish as well, so I can get an experience of what it's meant to taste like when it's accompanied with the rice. The veg adds another layer of texture and flavor, and the rice is jam-packed with even more flavor. So everything combined together punches you in your face, but in a good way. This dish can punch me all night, and I'll take it happily until it knocks me out, because I love that. The fish, soft, flavorsome, everything just working together so well. I'm actually gonna dig into one of these plantains because it's one of my favorite side dishes in this type of cuisine. I already know that this is gonna be good. Fried perfectly, nice and soft on the inside, a little crispy exterior. If you've never had plantain before, please try it because you're gonna fall in love with it. Unless you don't like anything to do with bananas, then probably stay away from it. Now we're gonna go for the Egusi and pounded yam. Now, if you know about this type of food, you will know that this is actually meant to be eaten with your hand, but I don't have the tekkas, so I'm just gonna go with the typical knife and fork. So don't hate me if you're traditional. I'm just gonna get a chunk of this. The first thing that hit me is the smoky flavor that comes through with the different meats that's in there. The two meats that I think I got in that bite was the tender beef and some of that smoked catfish. The different textures, the different flavors that are in that are just phenomenal. Good level of spice to it, but again, big flavors. And I feel like the pounded yam is probably the best option to go for with this dish. It doesn't have a strong flavor, but the texture is very absorbent. It soaks all that flavor up from the stew, and I just love it. Yeah, it's amazing. Get this dish, get all the dishes so far. I can't pick one as being my favorite. I'm gonna go for another bite of this because I feel like I didn't get all the meats in that one mouthful. Oh my God, man. So you can't really distinguish which meat you're chewing through because there's so much complexity in that. but there's some gelatinous parts, there's some flaky parts, there's a slight hint of fishiness coming maybe from the crawfish or the smoked catfish, but the spice and flavor just coats your entire mouth and lingers and just makes you crave it even more. Now for the Nyama Choma, anytime a meat looks like this and it's packed with so much spice and flavor, I'm always excited for it. Oh, the smell. That meat, tender, crispy exterior, lots of flavor. The rice, a little bit spicy, just brings another dimension to it. Seasoned perfectly, cooked perfectly, and just the sensation you get in your mouth. And because of the big flavors, I feel like a lot of these dishes make you crave more and more of it. I love the level of spice. I love the flavors that are in here. Big, strong, in-your-face flavors that just mesh so well together. And everything we tried today has been world-class because, like I said, I've grown up eating this type of food, but this was such a nice surprise and I loved every single thing that we tasted today. Now we couldn't even order everything that we wanted to try because they've got some things that I've never even heard of before. Even though this was a small sample size of the dishes that they cook, everything was perfect. That's it for another episode with Bufflunch. If you're looking for some great tasting African food, please give Bantu a try. You won't be disappointed. And as always, like, subscribe, leave a comment in the video. If there's a restaurant you'd like for us to visit, let us know and we'll try and get there too. And we'll see you next time.